Well, hi everyone. I'm John Retland, and New Japan is back. So these are my predictions for the New Japan 2020 Cup. Yes, this time for Realsies. Because right after I posted the ones for the actual New Japan Cup that was supposed to be happening, they canceled it, and rightfully so. They took all the precautions necessary. We haven't had a New Japan show, a live show, since late February. That's unfortunate. I have missed it. I am glad that all the talents and staff and everybody have taken the proper precautions. New Japan, Bushi Road has done a great job not firing anybody, pay cuts and everything for the executives, but they kept the talents, they've done the right things, and now they're going to be doing a condensed version of the New Japan Cup, and it's great to see. I can't fucking wait. I've been foregoing sleep. I was foregoing sleep for way too long with New Japan, and you know what? I have no problem doing it again. I'm very goddamn excited. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, but I have a bold prediction that I'll get to at the end as to who I think is going to win it, but you probably can figure it out. Because you know me, I'm a little bit crazy, but they've got a 32-man tournament, which is great to see. Unfortunately, guys like Hanare and Will Ospreay are not going to be in it. That's very unfortunate. I was hoping to see Hanare in it, but I understand due to travel restrictions and things that some people can't be in it. I get that. Same with Jay White. He can't be in it. Kenta's not in it for some reason. I actually had to look over this and make sure that Kenta wasn't in it, because I found that really, really odd. But you know what? Some people may be choosing not to be part of it. I'm not all that sure. But anyway, so I'm going to rush through some of these matches because a lot of these have really obvious winners. Togi Makabe versus Yota Tsuji. I'm going to go bold. I'm saying Yota wins. Now, I know Young Lions traditionally do not get the victory, but it's like a 1 seed against a 16 seed in, the NCAA basketball tournament. But remember Shota versus Tanahashi last year, where Shota almost beat him. He almost beat him. He got really close. I think that Yota's going to do it. Now, he probably won't. Makabe will probably win, and he will probably win easily with the same moves that he's been doing, in basic 8-man tag matches for the last, couple of years. But I think Yota could win, and it would be very interesting if he did, because they are very high on Yota, and they don't often get victories to some of the young lions, but you know what? Why not? Then we get Ichi versus El Desperado. Ichi easily. Not Desperado's not going to put up a good fight, but you know what? It's good that they're mixing the juniors in with the heavyweights here, because since they had to cancel the Best Super Juniors, it's a good way to mix in some junior heavyweights here. So Yano versus Gado. Yano's winning easily. It's going to be very much a comedy match, and it's going to be maybe 5 minutes, and Yano's going to win. I don't even know about 5 minutes. Hanma versus Hiromu Takahashi. Hiromu Takahashi is going to win. Nothing against Hanma. I'm glad he's in the tournament. I cringe every time I see him hold his neck. We then get Okada versus Gado. Unless they want to just pull a fucking shock, it's going to be Okada. Okada's going to easily beat him. He's going to get more revenge on Gado for all the shit that he did last year. And he's going to win in 5 minutes. It's not even going to take all that long. These are probably going to be very short shows, because until they get to the few Dominion shows or Osaka Joe Hall shows that they're going to be doing to replace, Dominion in June, they were supposed to have it, I think, on the 9th. They're going to be having these short shows, which is fine. They're not going to have them in front of a crowd, and then they're going to do 1/3 capacity crowds for these shows, and going forward, they'll get back to where they have full crowds, which is great to see. But these shorter shows aren't going to be the worst thing in the world. It's actually going to be just nice to have New Japan action again. But yes, Okada wins. Then Suzuki versus Yuji Nagata. Suzuki will win. I'd love to see Nagata get a victory and face Okada, but it ain't going to happen. I love Nagata, but Suzuki's got to win here, even though I fear he's not going to get very far after this. We then get Yuya Uemura versus Kanemaru. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce Kanemaru's first name, since I always screw it up. Kanemaru is going to win here. Only going to get one young lion that's going to get a victory in this tournament. And then we get Gabriel Kidd versus Taiji Ishimori. Taiji Ishimori is going to get the victory, and the Bone Soldier is going to advance. So we then go to Tanahashi versus Taichi. Tanahashi's going to get the victory. The ace has to at least get one match. And nothing against Taichi, but there are times where he's motivated and it's great, and then there are other times where it's like, I just don't care. And this is going to be one of those times where I'm cheering Tanahashi unless they want to pull a shock. I really just think Tanahashi is going to get the victory. And then we get Kota Ibushi versus Zack Sabre Jr. Gado. Because he's Booker in New Japan, but whoever else put this together, oh, fucking hell, this is bad. This is bad, because if I go with anybody, I'm going to have them go a couple matches into the tournament, and this is going to blow up this part of it. Sabre Jr. Zack Sabre Jr. I would love to see Ibushi win. I'd love to see Ibushi go to the finals. But I don't have either person out of this match going to the finals. So whoever does win, I think, gets at least to the final 8. But Sabre Jr., but goddamn, that sucks. Why did you have to do this? Why couldn't you put Ibushi in? Whatever. I'll be happy with Ibushi winning also, but Sabre Jr. is going to win. That's my pick. Taguchi versus Sonata. Sonata, Cold Skull is going to win. And then we get Sho versus Shingo. Shingo is going to win, and he might go a bit far in this tournament. We then get Tenzan versus Yoshihashi. Yoshihashi is going to beat the veteran. And Yoshihashi is not like he's exactly a young man. I think he's only a couple years younger than me. But Yoshihashi's due to have a win or two. We then get Yo versus Bushi. Bushi, the mystifying masked man, will get the victory. That's what I should call him, actually. That's what I'm going to call him. He should have that on a shirt. Because he has the best masks, after all. So, at least in New Japan. But yes, Bushi's going to get the victory. Kojima versus Evil. Everything is evil, and Evil's going to win. Goto versus Yujiro Takahashi. Goto will take down the Tokyo Pimp with the GTR. And then we get, who I'm picking, Yota versus Ishii. It's Ishii is going to beat him. The Cinderella story's over at this point. And that's if Yota even manages to beat Makabe. But Ishii's advancing regardless of who wins that first match. Yano versus Hiromu Takahashi. Yano is going to outsmart. He's going to use Daryl. He's going to have Daryl outsmart Yano. Or he'll have both Daryls do it. I don't know necessarily. He's going to beat him. He's going to beat Yano. And I'm nothing against Yano, but I just have a feeling about Hiromu. And then we get Okada versus Suzuki. Okada's going to get the victory. Nothing against Suzuki. I'd love to see him get to the semifinals, but he's not gonna. He's not gonna. As great as it would be. We then get Kanemaru versus Ishimori, and I have Ishimori advancing to the quarterfinals. We then have Tanahashi versus Zack Sabre Jr. or Kota Ibushi, but Sabre Jr. is who I'm rolling with. Sabre Jr. is going to beat Tanahashi. Sabre Jr. advances to the quarterfinals. Sonata versus Shingo. Shingo. This is where some friction and fraction and frickle-frackle is going to happen between, I don't know why I'm saying that, between LIJ members. This is where some of the fractures are going to start, because think about it. You got the story of Shingo coming in when Hiromu was injured. And maybe Shingo wants to prove himself, because maybe even though he was included in LIJ and he feels like a member of LIJ, now with Hiromu back, he feels like a bit of an outsider. Just a bit of an outsider. And that's the story I think they could tell. But I've got Shingo beating Sonata, the Cold Skull, and the Dragon advances. We then get Yoshihashi versus Bushi. I have Yoshihashi actually getting to the quarterfinals. Yes. And hopefully not braining himself on the stairs. That looked really painful. Jay White even like, shit, I want to be a heel, but I don't want to hurt him. Because fucking hell, he's hurt. So, Evil versus Goto. Evil is going to beat Mr. GTR. He's going to beat the Warrior. He's going to beat him. Finally, nothing against Gado. I love Gado. Great theme, great talent. He's very entertaining to watch, despite what some people think. I think Gado is just bad timing or otherwise. Talent alone, he is worth being IWGP champion. IWGP heavyweight champion, that is. But Evil is going to win. Evil's got to get, he's got to get, far in this tournament. And then we have Ichi versus Hiromu. Hiromu's going to take down the Stone Pitbull. Push him to the fucking moon. You wanted to go with it to the anniversary show. You wanted to push this. Fucking do it. Go full blast. Hiromu's back. He got in great shape. He, came back from that horrific neck injury. Fucking held that bump. Haven't beat Ishii. Ishii is well established. This will only benefit everybody in the company. Because Ishii can take a loss. It would just be, it would be absolutely insane to see. Junior heavyweight beating him, but they got faith in Hiromu. They put a lot of stock into him, and he really, he has legions of fans with him. Not that Ishii doesn't have his fans. I love Ishii. If I ran a multi-billion-dollar company, I'd want to steal Ishii away, or at least work a talent, contract, or, talent exchange, and say, Ishii, come over here and teach this guy a lesson. Okay, you hit him a lot harder than I expected, but all right, here's 50 grand. Go home. So, anyway, Okada versus Ishimori. Okada is advancing to the semifinals. We then get Zack Sabre Jr. and Shingo, and this is where the Cinderella story ends for Zack Sabre Jr. actually, because Sabre Jr. won it in 2018. I kid. Shingo, the Dragon, is going to scorch the Submission Master and advance to the semifinals. Yoshihashi versus Evil. This is where Yoshihashi's Cinderella story ends, and Evil, everything is evil, into the semifinals. Hiromu versus Okada, and yay, we're going to get Okada in the finals, except we're not. We're getting Hiromu. We're getting Hiromu in the finals. That's going to happen. Okada does not need to win the New Japan Cup. He already won it last year. He was a champion in 2018. He does not need to win it. Okada taking a loss to Hiromu won't hurt Okada, will not hurt him at all. Can only benefit Hiromu. You see him get through these even by the skin of his teeth or whatever, through grit and determination. You can see this stuff happen. You can see Hiromu getting the victory. Imagine that. Just imagine the crowd. Well, at least the reaction actually on social media. Because they won't have a crowd. I mean, maybe they'll have some wrestlers around ringside. But that might not be the worst idea. Have some wrestlers around there. If they have some young lions, have some people, that were in the tournament doing, reactions and stuff like that. And reacting around, the ringside area. Why the fuck not? So, we have Hiromu beating Okada. Shingo versus Evil. Everything is the dragon. I almost got people there, and I almost stumbled over that. We have Shingo advancing to the finals. Because now you have Hiromu, who after being injured, Shingo came in from Dragon Gate. And he was brought in as a new member of LIJ, and everything was good, and everything was great. He having that undefeated streak, that great match against Will Ospreay at the Best Super Juniors, and doing some great shit. But this is where it ends. Shingo will do everything he can. He will do as many pump and bombers as he can. He will do everything he can. Go for Last of Dragons. Go for Noshigami. He will do everything he can. But eventually, Hiromu will manage to get the victory, and that will infuriate Shingo. And we will get a split where eventually he will leave LIJ, but that's what's going to happen. Hiromu will advance to face Tetsuya Naito for the IWGP Heavyweight and Intercontinental Championships at one of the Dominion shows. I didn't write down how the shows were. The plan is for me to watch every single one of these live. Now, if for any reason I have to work early any of the days, any of the days where this is happening, and they run into... and my shift runs into a time where I'm unable to watch it live, I will watch it on delay, and the review will be up later. But I'm excited to watch New Japan. Now, I don't think we're going to be doing full tours yet, because the Hokkaido tour that was supposed to happen in July is off. So they may be doing limited tours for right now and just working stuff back into it as, this pandemic goes on. But as things get back to normal, as the phases rise up and we can get more crowds and stuff like that, it would be great to see. Let's not rush it. I'm glad New Japan's bringing us back. They're going to get some money, from merch and from New Japan World, which I'm happily still subscribed to. I stayed subscribed to it and watch some stuff. But anyway, I want to know what you guys think. Who do you think is going to win a tournament? Do you think I'm batshit crazy for picking Hiromu Takahashi? I don't think I am, because Daryl will be happy. Imagine, hey, if he wins the championships, then he's got a belt, and both Daryls have a belt. It's a win-win. Anyway, agree, disagree, what I said. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.